Jumping into a new type of multiplayer game is tough, but thankfully, we are here to help.
Enemies incoming right!
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and in conjunction with Smite developer Hi-Rez Studios, we're bringing you the top 10 MOBA terms you should know.
Your right tower is under attack.
Unlike our normal top 10 lists, this isn't necessarily a top 10 countdown as much as an introductory guide. These are the terms that you should know before you start playing a MOBA game, especially if you plan on working with a team of other experienced players.
An ally has been slain.
Number 10, lanes. Top, mid, bot.
Minions have spawned.
Knowing these terms is essential, since the lanes are the bread and butter of any MOBA game. The lanes consist of the 3 paths that lead to each team's base. Many players will designate which lane they wish to fight in, with top, mid, and bot, or left, mid, and right, depending on which game you're playing and where they appear on the minimap. Minions or creeps will spawn at either team's base and funnel along these paths, so players lane when they fight in these zones to keep the lane secure and gain experience.
A twisted path.
Most game variations have 3 paths, but you may play on some maps that have only 1. Number 9, last hitting. Here is a technique that can be useful for earning gold and experience quickly. Last hitting is integral to farming or the killing of low-level enemies in order to quickly cash in. The technique involves not auto-attacking the enemy creeps, but having your minions do most of the damage. Then, when the time is right, hit the enemy creep with one final blow, scoring the kill and earning a reward. Cheap as this may seem, this will quickly boost your stats and give you the necessary buffs for later in the fight.
Killing spree.
Number 8, diving.
Unstoppable.
A high-risk, high-reward maneuver, diving is an awesome skill to have if you don't completely suck at doing it.
Slain an enemy.
Towers are a primary objective, but they are tough and can kill players quickly. Your enemy might think he's safe under his own tower, right? Wrong. You chase after them in a daring assault and dive into the tower's deadly range. Get the kill and then get out fast, but don't get carried away, as the towers are still very, very deadly. Number 7, feed or fed.
Rampage.
When this happens, you may be playing with someone that is having a really bad day.
An ally has been slain.
When a player is fed, it means that the player's champion is gaining a large amount of kills from one particular player. Basically, if a weaker foe keeps taking on a stronger counterpart and keeps dying, the winner keeps getting stronger. Hence, the weaker player is feeding him kills.
Slain an enemy.
If you are lucky enough to be fed, you can take full control of the battlefield. It's a vicious cycle. Number 6, carry. When it comes to MOBA games, the term carry actually has multiple meanings. The first meaning identifies a type of hero that has the potential to be a powerhouse later in the game. This hero can often become the primary damage dealer and takes over the lanes with ease. Some heroes or champions have more carry potential in this sense. The second meaning is more general. A strong character can often carry a team to victory due to their powerful skills and outstanding stats. It's good if you're carrying, it's bad if you're being carried. Number 5, jungle or jungling. If you don't feel like leveling up in the lanes, you can always choose the jungle. The jungle is the dense, forested areas between the lanes that litter the map, where visibility is often restricted, making the potential for surprise attacks all the greater. When a player says that he or she is jungling, they are venturing into the jungle to kill the native monsters within to gain experience and buffs. There are also junglers, which are heroes or champions designed for this kind of strategy specifically. Number 4, turret and tower.
Radiant's middle tower is being attacked.
Turrets or towers, depending on which game you're playing, are the main defenses protecting your base along the lanes. In order for your minions to continue into the enemy base, allied champions need to push the lane and take out the turrets and enemies in their specific lane to reach the base. The main reason why turrets are such a helpful tool, or pain in the ass, is because with every successful hit landed by the tower, the damage they deal to the target character is increased. Clever players can use the turrets to their advantage to kill enemy champions or seek refuge from attack.
Your right tower is under attack.
Number 3, MIA, missing.
Enemy missing middle.
No, this does not mean AFK, or away from keyboard. If you hear this term, it means to be on alert. Players will send the missing or MIA message if the enemies they're dealing with have disappeared or are no longer in their lane.
Be careful, right!
This is important news, as you don't want to be caught off guard by enemy champions or heroes creeping around the jungle or down the river, depending on which map you're playing on. If you lose sight of your target, don't be afraid to let your team know. Making sure your whole team can keep track of where the enemy is at all times is key to victory.
Killing spree!
Number 2, gank.
Wait!
There's not over.
While ganking someone basically means scoring a kill, calling out gank refers to a specific strategy, one that is incredibly useful in a pinch. When one of your teammates calls out for gank in their lane, they want someone to come from behind enemy lines and take out the opposing player or players. Typically, this is a job for an assassin hero, who could easily turn the tide of a battle.
I was the last of my kind.
Sometimes, another ally can trap enemy heroes in a pincer formation, so they can eliminate them quickly.
Unstoppable!
Before we unveil our last term, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1, ult.
Slay an enemy.
This is your final form. Just kidding. Ult refers to your ultimate attack. This skill is the last one you get access to, and is integral when fighting other heroes. Your ultimate, which changes from hero to hero, is your ace in the hole. Whether it's a powerful area of effect stun or a massive burst of damage, these skills can easily switch the flow of a fight. The trade-off, though, is that they have long cooldowns, so use them wisely.
Killing spree!
Alternatively, using your ult at the wrong time, or flat out missing, is a major faux pas that skilled enemies will surely take advantage of.
Slay an enemy.
Do you agree with our list? What do you think is the most necessary MOBA term?
Help!
For more helpful top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.